Hey guys, how you doing? This is Gloria. Okay, I'm coming to you today with the very last Halloween card, and I just want to tell you guys happy Halloween. I hope everyone's getting dressed. I went to work today, and I was what would you call it? A sleepover massacre, meaning that I had jammies on and I had my face all white. I looked like a zombie, and I actually should have took pictures, but guys, I needed to take that stuff right off my face. It was horrible at work today, definitely horrible. But anyway, let's get started. I'm using today the Frightful Affair cartridge and Creative Friend. And the paper pad that I'm using is Mamba Sheets, and this is from Me and My Big Ideas. And this is last year's stack, and this paper stack got some really cool papers in it. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Okay, now today my card is going to be 5.5 by 8.5. And if you guys remember, years and years ago, they end up coming out with, you know, greeting card softwares for your computer so you could print them on the computer, and all you would have to do is just take one full sheet of cardstock and then just score it straight in the middle, and there goes your greeting card. And these would be like the same size greeting cards that you would get in the store, really. But guys, I ended up putting a lot of this together because I didn't want this video to be too long, okay? Just give me a second. So I hope everyone's having a really good Halloween. A lot of people had parties last week, not today or this weekend, because, you know, Halloween's on Thursday, which is today. And that kind of really bums out everything. Okay, so this is what I end up starting. I end up using my Scrappy Mom stamp sets for all of my sentiments. So I end up using Hope Your Halloween is a Real Treat, Hocus Pocus, and What's Brewing. And I used that paper pad, and I end up doing this, and this is a pattern paper that I use. Then I also use my EK Success Bat Punch. I used a cloud. I end up using my doily, vintage doily punch from Martha Stewart. And then last but not least, I end up using this Bat Extra Large Edge Punch, which is just a trim, so you see that right there. And I wanted to put a glossy accents to bring it out, but I wasn't going to do it right now because then I would have been waiting to put the card together when I could have been already done. Okay, so there goes the inside. Now for the outside, I end up getting this. So I have a green mat on a black cardstock, which is the same size, 5.5 by 8.5. And then this is the pattern paper. And from My Little Scraps of Heavens, they have this dollar deal. And you can get a scallop wave border. And it is 2 pieces. One is the scallop, and then the other one is just the curve. So I end up cutting this out at 2.5 by... No, it's 2.5 tall by 5.5 long. So it's 2.5 tall. So I'm just going to adhere this straight down. So I was the only one that went to work dressed up. And my boss said she was going to dress up, but she fooled me. She got me good. Okay? So, on my Creative Friend, I ended up cutting out the pirate. And I cut her out at 3.5. So I'm going to adhere her right down here, just flat down. So let me get my glue. But yeah, she didn't come into work because she said she was having a hard time. Well, I wanted to be a vampire Tris, I think it's called. And I lost weight. I lost about 10 pounds. Well, the thing was super, super extra large on me, and I was not going to go into work like that. So I decided just to put some jammies on, and I was a sleepover massacre girl. Meaning that I went over, had a sleepover, and a whole lot of stuff happened. And I had blood all over my face. My face was white with black marks on it. Oh, it was pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm just going to adhere the pirate girl right here. Now, she's a pirate girl because it's trick or treat. So this is her costume. And then the Peachy King face stamp that I end up using, I don't have it in front of me, but I did use a Peachy King stamp. Okay. Now, I end up cutting out a file for my silhouette, and it's called Speech Bubbles. And I cut this out, and I want to adhere it like right there. And she's saying, "What's brewing?" Because on my frightful affair, I ended up cutting out the witch with the pot. But I ended up cutting out this little window, and I got this off of my silhouette also. I had bought a cut a while back, and it has a window seal. And what I did, I ended up using my droopy glue punch, and I kind of just glued the border in the back, and I'm just going to adhere this flat on my card. Okay? Okay, so I'm just going to adhere my window right about, let me make sure before I end up pressing it down. I need to make sure. Okay, now on my A Frightful Affair, I end up cutting out these poison bottles or these potion bottles, and I end up cutting out, okay, where you at? I just had you. You know, oh, I could have cut out that. Okay. And I end up cutting out this witch right here with the pot. And I don't know if you guys can see it. So there she goes right there. And I cut her out at 6.5. And here she goes right here. And what I did, I ended up cutting out her outfit or her cut again, like partial way, then stop the machine so I don't have to cut the whole image. And the same thing with the shoes, so I can have her hat glittered and her shoes. And I end up using the Onyx glitter from Martha Stewart and, you know, my Xyron machine. Since these are small cuts, you could use just a smaller one. And then I end up using my droopy glue punch to do the pot, like it's overflowing her potion, and she's getting ready to drop some poison or whatever she's brewing. So I think looks good right there. So there goes my window. Now I got her on Pop Dots, so I'm going to take this off. I've been wanting to use this cut since I got her last year. Now, I did last year make a cut with her, but it wasn't what I wanted to make. So I had to use her one more time. So that's why this right now is going to be my last Halloween card of the season of 2013, which is today. Yay! Happy Halloween, everybody. Oh, I'm so happy. I can't believe how this year it just went by. I mean, it is so unreal how fast this year went. Okay. And that looks really good right there. Okay, and I put my window down. Now, like I said, I end up cutting out that those potion bottles. And I cut them out at 1 inch. And here it goes right here. And what I did was the layers that go on it, I put glue on it and I glittered the bottles when I laid them. And then I put a droopy, I used my droopy punch to, to let everything know that, yeah, it's bleeding. Well, she's making a potion thing, so I guess she had a bad day and it just went everywhere. I guess so. I'm not sure. I just thought it was actually really cool to add that, that dimension to the cards. Well, this, I don't know if I want to pop this up. Yes, I want to pop this up. So give me a second. Let me get my Pop Dots. I think it looks really good right there. Perfect. And this little girl right here, she came out so cute, her face. And what I ended up doing was I ended up cutting her out to make a card, and I didn't know what to do with her. So I decided to put her in my little stash, And, it's Halloween, so who do not imitate a pirate on Halloween? Everybody does. Okay, then I end up using my Creative Time Stitch Fun ticket die. And I use the layer, the base, which is the shadow, then the layer. And then I end up stamping Hocus Pocus. And I used the broom and I under-stamped it. So there it goes right there. And this is going to go right up here. Just like that. And that, I think, I'm going to just go and lay it flat down. Because since I popped this up, or should I pop it up? Should I pop it up? Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? I think this might have to actually move down some. So what I want to do, if I do it like that, and then put this flat down, yep, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to adhere this down flat on my card. And, guys, oh my God, sometimes, I don't know. I am I got really good with 2 of the tapes. 2 times. But this 3rd time, it ain't looking too good. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to adhere this flat down on my card. And we will be done. Okay, guys, there goes my card. There goes my last Halloween card of 2013. Boy, let me tell you guys, I had so much fun with the cards that I created this year. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had a fun time spending time with you guys always. I'm like so happy whenever I can do a video. I'm like, oh my god. I just, you know, it's just so amazing. And then to share this with you guys, it's even more amazing. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this inspires you for either next year or some, you know, even soon. You know, you can even start doing a card or two for next year too, you know. Or like, let's say, you know, you thought about, you know, you forgot somebody, so you could create a card really quick and mail it to them and say belated happy Halloween. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and God bless you guys, okay? And remember, God is great. You have a good day. Bye now. And there goes the inside of the card. And there goes the front.